Hi, I'm Meredith Herrenbrook, and I'm with Living Your Awesome. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that I am sure that you have had a lot of experience with, maybe once or twice, is about being overwhelmed. I was with a client yesterday and I was helping her through being overwhelmed, and she had so many things in her head that she had a really hard time progressing and getting things done, even though after we had laid everything out and had gone over all the details, she's like, well, I know how to do that. I know how to do that. I'm already doing that. I'm already doing these things. And so then it started to become a little bit calmer for her. So what I want to help you with today is how to get over the state of overwhelm, whether it's in your home, in your personal life, in business, in a startup, wherever it is. Let me help you with some tips that might be helpful for you. When you are in the state of overwhelm, you're probably in the fight or flight mode. So you are kicking everything into high gear. You can't sleep, you can't focus, you're thinking of 20 million things at once. What's really, really, really important is to put things in tangible form, meaning write it on paper. When you have your brain spinning, calm yourself down by first of all taking a deep breath, knowing what your mission and goals are, and then writing it all down on what you need to do. Write down when you need to do it and how long each step will take. So if you're in a startup like my friend is, doing an amazing job, she was working on social media. She's working on creating a magazine. She's working on creating a social event. And anyway, so she has about 5 different fingers, if you will, 5 different avenues of things that she has to focus on, as well as putting a board together, as well as getting fundraising, okay? She's got a lot of fingers in many different pots. She's doing an amazing job. She's getting it all done, but she's in a state of overwhelm. What I helped her do was to quantify and put things down on paper. What do you need to do? What are you good at doing? What can you delegate? What do you need now? And part of the confusion and overwhelm that was happening was she was talking about financing, and I said, well, great. How much do you need? When do you need it? And she's like, it took her a little while. And what was really interesting for me was that the main part of overwhelm was because she hadn't actually put it in a box. She hadn't quantified it and put it on paper. And so I said, so what do you need? She says, well, for now or for the whole year? I said, well, let's start off with a year. So she told me a number. Great. Okay, how are we going to get there? All right, well, she needs ads, so forth and so on, right? So what I did was I started to take it apart and I broke it into a bunch of different pieces of, rather than I need money, I'm stressed out about it, or I need to do better in this, whatever it is where you're overwhelmed, break it apart into smaller pieces and put a timeline to it. Of course, we're going to be overwhelmed when we're thinking about everything, all our needs, all the deficiencies and everything in one moment. Of course, that's a lot to think about. And our brains are working really hard at trying to solve the problems. So let's give our brains some smaller things to think about in time so then we can get them done. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. Let's stretch it out, and first off say, what do I need? A lot of people, I think, are in overwhelm because they don't know what they need. So write out, I need time to myself. Great, well, how much time do you need? How often do you need it? Do you need it in the morning? Do you need it in the evenings? What works for you and what is sufficient? What helps is making it extremely specific. Who, what, where, when, why is basically going to get you a pretty good idea of what you need. When you can be specific, then you can be able to tell other people what your needs are. Hey, I need you to get this drafted out and sent out by the end of the day. When we're specific, then we're giving directions to other people our employees, our friends, our spouses, whatever it is. Or you can tell yourself, what do I need? When do I need it? How do I need it? What does it look like? What does it feel like? How do I know when I have it? What am I going to be experiencing? What am I going to be feeling? What am I going to be doing when I have it? When you are specific, then the universe and yourself, you can get what you want. You can create what you want. But if you're just saying, I'm stressed, I don't know what to do, that's not going to get you to where you want to go, right? So when you put things in time, it helps, because if you need $1 million by Friday, that might be a problem. If you need, say, to goal plan and say get $50,000 for in the next year, then great, that's going to work great. Then you say, how am I going to get it? Well, I need to do these things. Great, let's do little goals. What do I need to do at the end of this week? I need to make these 2 calls. Great, how long are those phone calls going to take? 20 minutes each. Great, do you have the phone numbers? Yes, I do. Great. What we're doing is we're making it really specific, and we're making all the tasks smaller and smaller and smaller. What I gave as an example of was, I said, imagine you're thinking the river right now in overwhelm. And I said, what you need to start doing is start thinking of a little droplet of rain, your little task. And all those droplets will eventually turn into a stream, and then eventually turn into the river. Don't think of the river right now. Think about that little droplet. What are you going to be focusing on right now, this morning? What do you want to accomplish by the end of the day? What do you accomplish by the end of the week? And then just check yourself. Hey, did I meet my goals? Are my goals realistic? Those sorts of things. So I hope that these are some tips that can help you to get out of overwhelm and into being productive and effective and happy while taking care of yourself. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Like and subscribe, livingyourawesome.com. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.